It's such a uniquely New York story, and to have it premiere here in New York at Tribeca is unbelievable. New York is such a unique place, and I grew up here. And there's this feeling of community. There's a feeling of, this is the New York that I know and love. And to have so many people from around the world come here to want to have some of that essence, and to have so many people come together to create that feeling, there's nothing better. Well, it's a story of 9 to 10 black men from the inner city who had absolutely no social capital, but they were some of the richest people you'll ever meet because they have creative capital. I was one of those kids. I grew up in a single-parent home in Astoria, Queens. I went to the same crappy public schools where we were babysat. No one had any expectations for us. I didn't have a great voice as a rapper, but I was a writer. So as a journalist, I was able to make my way and create a life for myself as a storyteller and eventually a filmmaker. So I want people to understand that kids in the inner city, we are smart, we are creative, we have a lot of power. And we're gonna take that opportunity when we can. We might not always get it, but they are an example of young folks who stayed focused on their idea and their dream, didn't compromise, and have gone on to influence the world. We all know the book of Mice and Men. We all know the book of Mice and Men. It's an American classic. The Wu-Tang Clan are also an American classic. Oftentimes, when African Americans or folks of color make art, we're not necessarily considered Americans. I want people to understand that the Wu-Tang story is a classic American story, and it's the same story that blues singers and jazz musicians told. It's the same story. Our music and our art is a reflection of and reaction to the environment that we're in. And that's why I wanted to call the film Of Mics and Men.